Guys, just a small reminder that you should make sure if you're subscribed to the channel that your notification bell is on with the option all. So when I upload these videos, you are the first one to watch these commentary videos and lives. So I wanted to do a walk down memory lane. Some of you may have remembered Marilyn Kelly. Some of you may not. But she was a member in Carbonnation. She didn't stay long. We found out when she went to court, when she was indicted for unaliving her mother in Cape Coral, she said she left Carbonation because she felt like they were too extreme. The group was too extreme. The culture was too extreme. But it says here in this article that I found, because I didn't really hear too much about Marilyn, because there was really nothing more to say about her after, she did what she did to her mother. So you know how people that's another reason why I don't understand why Nature Boy was exposing himself, exposing his card, and exposing these people, because at the end of the day, you're gonna be forgotten about. And you did all of this stuff for attention, and what did you gain? How did you make out? Is the answer now. So I came across this article and I wanted to just walk down memory lane. Some of you probably weren't around, could have took breaks, or just now new to my channel and just finding out who Nature Boy is through my commentary and other commentary channels. But I just want to read this to you, and for the ones that did not know, because uh, you can easily have heard it a year or two ago and it could have slipped your mind, because we have real lives to live, and it is what it is. Cape Coral woman sentenced to 15 years for unaliving her mother. It says a self-proclaimed former cult member has been sentenced to 15 years in prison after pleading no contest to unaliving her mother. Marilyn Kelly, 22, was arrested in 2020 after shanking her mother during an argument in Cape Coral home. Kelly claimed her mother hit her over the head. Kelly was once part of the cult known as Carbonation, but left after saying she thought it was too extreme for her. The cult reported practices polygamy and nudism. So that's what the article had said. Yeah, she got 15 years. Now I could dive even deeper and see if she has to do a straight 15 years, or after a certain amount of time she can go up for parole and get out early, or she might be able to get out. Some states do good time, and you get, like, I think they knock off 20 days a month, or 10, I think it's 10 or 20 days out the month for good behavior. And one of the main reasons why sometimes prisons do that is because they don't want to get overpopulated. So they do incentives, which also makes it easier on the COs as well, because people are going to act like they have some sense, at least while they're in jail, hopefully, so that they can get out early. So we don't know. She could be doing half of this 15 year sentence. I didn't have time to do all that because I'm washing clothes. It's Sunday. I'm doing my Sunday dinner. But I did look into last night, into what was going on with her, if there was any new updates. And I just said, maybe a lot of people are not aware of that. She did get sentenced. So she didn't get away with the crime. I thought allegedly somebody was saying that her grandmother was there for her. If anybody, it was her grandmother that was there for her. I don't know if it was on the mother side or the father side, the grandmother. But it was said, and like I said, you can only believe what comes out the horse's mouth, but allegedly it was said around social media that if the grandmother had to put up the bail for Meryl, Marilyn, she would put up the bail, her house, as collateral. That obviously didn't happen, because I also read an older article and it said that her bond prior to being sentenced to 15 years was 250,000, which is $250,000. So unless her grandmother's house is that much, or even if it was, sometimes we say these things, um because you feel sympathy and the passion in your heart. You don't want to see this person go down because they're so young, and then you think about it, and maybe other family members get in your head about it, and then you change your mind. I don't know what happened, but where it stands now, it's in clear writing, black and white. Cape Coral woman sentenced to 15 years for killing mother. It's very unfortunate that these people, you know, had some hardships going on in life. Now I'm not talking about hardships as in financial hardships. Just they just came into this world and they felt different, and they wanted to be with people that could relate to them, whether it was somebody controlling their life or not. If they could um, feel better and not have these thoughts in their heads of hard times and probably unaliving themselves in depression, because I'm quite sure these people went through all these emotions. They had to have, just by them going over to Carbonnation alone, dealing with Nature Boy is unaliving yourself. But yeah, she messed her life up, because if she does have to do a straight 15 years in prison, she's pretty much gonna be getting out when she's 37. She's 22 years old now. If you add that, 22 and 15, that's 37. And yeah, she still will be young, but that's going to be a part of her life that is going to need counseling, because 15 years is a hard pill to swallow. It really is. It's a hard pill to swallow, and she's gonna see and hear things, because in prison it's not a great place to be. Usually a lot of feminine uh women that are very to themselves and shy and standoffish. They come out, they look like hardened criminals. They have a masculinity about themselves, because they had to fend for their life, put on this facade, to protect themselves. I hope that that's not the case with Marilyn. I hope that she gets out, she picks up the pieces of her life, and she does not join these groups again, and she gets counseling. And then hopefully, by that time, if maybe in prison they'll have her do some parenting classes, because she has 15 years, and they shouldn't expect her to have to get out of prison and then, in order to be around her kids, or her kid, have to go to parenting classes. Her kid will be a teenager actually when she gets out, so it'll be up to that teenager if they want to be around the mother. So yeah, the child will be definitely a teenager, but it's so sad that you're gonna lose 15 years of your life with your child being a mother. I had to pause for a minute 'cause I just thought of it, just gives me the chills. It's just unbelievable. I wish the best for her. People can appear on the outside to have it all together, or maybe if they don't have it all together, because she did go over Carbonation to be with Nature Boy, they can appear to just be maybe naive, and they might have a great life, and now they're gonna come over to Carbonation to be with Nature Boy and get that life destroyed. But we don't know what happens behind closed doors, because obviously she had issues before she went to Carbonation, in my opinion. I think that maybe it triggered her to get worse because of what was programmed in her head in a short amount of time. But I think that she had generational curses, Marilyn, way before she met Nature Boy. And I think that they all have had generational curses. Not all, but some of them. And this is why they flocked to Nature Boy and allowed him to treat him and her like they like he was treating them.